Japanese PM arrives in Manila. Philippines gets giant Philippine Coast Guard ship from Japan. In a decisive move to strengthen the country's maritime defense and patrol capabilities, the Philippine government is fast-tracking the procurement of 5 additional 97-meter multi-role response vessels, MRRVs, for the Philippine Coast Guard, PCG, under loan assistance from the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JITSA. Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon confirmed the acquisition in an ambush interview during the visit of Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba Shigeru to the PCG National Headquarters in Port Area, Manila, on April 30th. The Japanese leader arrived in Manila on April 29th for a 2-day official visit aimed at enhancing bilateral ties between Japan and the Philippines. Yes, we have a commitment from the Japanese government for 5 more of these 97-meter ships, Teresa Magbanua and Melchora Kino, Dizon told journalists after giving a tour to Prime Minister Ishiba inside the Teresa Magbanua. We've had that commitment for a while. Dizon said the goal of the Philippine government, particularly under President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive, is to expedite the procurement process. The commitment of the Philippine government, specifically the DOTR and the PCG, is to fast-track the procurement of 5 more large ships for the Philippine Coast Guard. These will be funded by JITSA, just like the Teresa Magbanua, he added. DOTR is the Department of Transportation. The new vessels will be of the same class as the BRP Teresa Magbanua, MRRV 9701, and BRP Melchora Kino, MRRV 9702, the largest and most advanced patrol ships currently in the PCG fleet. Built in Japan based on the Japan Coast Guard's Kunigami-class design, these vessels can reach speeds of 24 knots and have a range of 4,000 nautical miles, enabling extended patrols in the West Philippine Sea and beyond. To date, a total of 13 Japan-made vessels have been delivered to the Philippines under JITSA assistance. These include 10 44-meter multi-role response vessels, one 56-meter vessel, BRP Corregidor, and 2 97-meter MRRVs, BRP Teresa Magbanua and BRP Melchora Aquino. PCG's Commandant Admiral Ronnie Gil Gavin announced that the first of the 5 additional ships is expected to arrive by late 2027, with all deliveries completed by 2030. There were some technical issues before, but these have now been addressed, he said. We are back to the original timeline. Symbolic visit, strategic commitment. Ishiba's visit to the BRP Teresa Magbanua marked a significant moment in the Philippines. Japan Maritime Alliance. Welcomed with arrival honors by Admiral Gavin, the Japanese leader toured the 97-meter vessel alongside Dizon and Gavin. He also observed a live demonstration of arresting techniques on board. Training provided by the Japan Coast Guard, JCG's mobile cooperation team to PCG personnel, though Ishiba made no public remarks during the visit. Gavin underscored the importance of his presence. The visit of the Prime Minister is more of an affirmation of his support. Even without saying a word, the message is very clear, that he is very supportive of the Philippine Coast Guard and the Filipino people, he emphasized. Ishiba's visit is widely seen as a reaffirmation of Tokyo's support for Manila amid growing tensions in the South China Sea. Japan has long been a steadfast partner in strengthening Philippine maritime capability, providing not only vessels but also training, law enforcement support, and surveillance systems. According to a statement from Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the provision of 2 97-meter class patrol vessels to the PCG in 2022 aimed to enhance the PCG's capacity to swiftly and effectively conduct offshore and coastal rescue operations, as well as maritime law enforcement. It said the initiative is intended to contribute to improved maritime safety in the Philippines. Expanding maritime cooperation. During a meeting with JCG's Commandant Admiral Saguchi Yoshio on April 29th, Gavin reaffirmed the Philippines' commitment to a rules-based regional maritime order and commended Japan's continued assistance. We vow to continue working with the JCG as we strive to attain peaceful and lasting resolutions to problems and conflicts that persist in the region, Gavin said. Both Coast Guards reaffirmed their commitment to expand capacity-building programs and people-to-people exchanges. Cornerstones of the Philippines-Japan Maritime Partnership. Future plans include more joint maritime drills, possibly ship-to-ship exercises, though details are still under discussion. If I may recall, we previously had ship-to-ship exercises. We're still discussing, nothing is final yet, said Gavin, adding that there is a shared understanding to further enhance and activate these exercises. We will further elevate the level of training that we have. We'll be doing more maritime exercises, he said, stressing that the common agreement is to further enhance the level of training activities. A broader strategic alliance. Ishiba's visit also coincided with a broader diplomatic push to reinforce the Philippines-Japan strengthened strategic partnership. As both countries confront growing security challenges in the South China Sea. At Malacanang Palace on April 29, Marcos and Ishiba discussed a wide range of issues, including security cooperation, infrastructure development, and economic assistance. Our discussions today laid the groundwork for a future-facing relationship anchored in peace, shared prosperity, and a rules-based international order, Marcos said. Describing Japan as a key partner in strengthening Philippine defense capabilities. Both countries also committed to begin negotiations for an acquisition and cross-servicing agreement, which would allow the deployment of military forces to each other's territories for joint training, disaster response, and other operations. Ishiba described this as part of a multi-layered strategy to deepen bilateral security cooperation. He also noted Japan's recent delivery of air surveillance radar systems and coastal monitoring equipment to the Philippines. The Japanese leader said that amid growing international division, cooperation between the Philippines and Japan is more important than ever to ensure a free and open Indo-Pacific, noting that the alliance had gained momentum under Marcos's administration. Modernizing the Coast Guard. The procurement of 5 additional MRRVs forms part of a broader effort to modernize and professionalize the country's Coast Guard. Since its commissioning in 2022, the Teresa Magbanua has been at the forefront of PCG operations in the West Philippine Sea, defending the nation's sovereign rights and conducting humanitarian missions. The arrival of 5 more ships is expected to significantly extend the PCG's operational reach and effectiveness. With the new ships from Japan, the 5 incoming 97-meter vessels, the Philippine Coast Guard will be able to cover more areas. We can stay out at sea longer, and our people will be safer, Gavin said. The vessels will serve not only as a deterrent against illegal incursions, but also as a platform for international cooperation. Their deployment aligns with the Marcos administration's broader Indo-Pacific strategy, aimed at countering foreign aggression and strengthening regional alliances.